Historians have expressed contradictory views about the character and achievements of Shah Jahan. It has led to question that whether the reign of Shah Jahan was the golden age of Mughal history or not. The character of Shah Jahan exhibits two faces. On the one hand, he is cultured, liberal, just, man of character and protector of literature and fine arts. On the other hand, he is cruel, selfish, indulgent and fanatic. That's why Dr. S.R. Sharma says that in certain respects, the character of Shah Jahan was that of contradictions. Shah Jahan was well educated and cultured. He provided protection to scholars. Persian and Sanskrit literature flourished during his reign. He also patronized fine arts. He was a good singer and patronized fine arts like music, painting, architecture. He had several wives, yet he was devoted to them. His love for Mumtaz Mahal has become legendary. He loved his children and gave them all training and comforts worthy of princes. He was a hard fighter and capable commander. He participated in all important campaigns during the lifetime of his father and planned all military campaigns himself when he became the emperor. He extended the boundary of Mughal Empire. While Ahmednagar was completely annexed to Mughal Empire, Bijapur and Golconda were forced to accept the suzerainty of the emperor. He even attempted to conquer Central Asia and recover Kandahar. He was just ruler and earnestly desired the welfare of his subjects. Trade, industry, and agriculture flourished, and that state as well as subjects enjoyed prosperity during his reign. He worked hard and personally supervised the administration of the empire. He brought about improvement in the Mansabdari system. He helped his subjects generously in times of famines and other natural calamities. With regard to religious affairs, he was certainly orthodox when compared with Jahangir and Akbar. Yet, he did not interfere in daily lives of Hindus or the Christians. He rather participated in fairs and festivals of the Hindus and continued the practices of Jharoka Darshan and Tuladan as before. He continued the policy of his father and grandfather in his relations with the Rajputs and commanded their loyalty. All these facts go in favor of Shah Jahan. But there is another side also of the character and personality of Shah Jahan. There are many instances to justify that he was cruel and barbaric in his behavior and actions. He revolted against his father during his lifetime and captured the throne after cruelly killing all his brothers and all probable contenders of the throne. He favored his eldest son, Dara Shikoh, which resulted in jealousy of his other sons against their brother. He failed to check his sons to fight among themselves during his own lifetime. His attempts to conquer Central Asia and Kandahar failed, which exhibited the military weakness of Mughal Empire. According to V.A. Smith, Shah Jahan failed both as a person and as a ruler. Land revenue was increased during his reign, which created economic hardship to peasants. Trade and industry certainly prospered, but its advantages were not utilized in the interest of the state and the subjects. Shah Jahan wasted his increased resources as well as the royal treasury to fulfill his personal pleasures and hobbies. His peacock throne and several buildings, including the Taj Mahal, are sufficient proof to justify his contention. His reign also marked the revival of religious orthodoxy. The temples of Orchha were destroyed and Hindu captives were forced to accept Islam during his reign. Nearly 76 temples were destroyed at Banaras by the orders of Shah Jahan, while he sent costly presents to the religious men at Makkah and Medina. Tax burden on Hindus was increased. Pilgrim tax on Hindus were imposed. In Kashmir, the Hindus and Muslims intermarried each other. Now, they were stopped from doing so. The Hindus were stopped from wearing dresses in Muslim fashions. The Muslims were given preferences in every state service against the Hindus. Of course, during the later period of his reign, his policy was somewhat liberalized because of his influence of Prince Dara Shikoh. Yet, it has been accepted that his reign definitely moved toward the policy of religious intolerance. Thus, the other side of personality of Shah Jahan is that of failures, wastage of money, and revival of religious orthodoxy. However, when we assess his personality, we can conclude that his character had more virtues than evil. Shah Jahan certainly became cruel and biased at times, and the Mughal faced certain failures also during his reign. Yet, the net result went in favor of his empire. He achieved more as compared to his failures. He is criticized mostly by Europeans. After describing his weaknesses and failures, assign him a respectable place among the Mughal emperors. V.A. Smith has criticized Shah Jahan bitterly, yet he concludes, whatever be the view taken of the personal character of Shah Jahan or the efficiency of his administration, it can hardly be disputed that his reign marks the climax of Mughal dynasty and empire. Among Indian historians, the majority has ranked him as a successful ruler. Shah Jahan occupies a place lower than his grandfather Akbar, but certainly a higher place than his father Jahangir.